It is time for some 814 Good, and I'm joined alongside two athletes in the Special Olympics, Garen and Carson. Guys, thank you so much for joining the show today.
Thank you.
And Carolyn Donaldson as well from Special Olympics PA. But we are hyping up the Summer Games starting tomorrow.
54 years we've been hosting them at Penn State.
Yeah.
And tomorrow it all starts for these wonderful Olympic athletes, as well as, about 2,000 plus of their friends. They come from all over the state, and 800 coaches. And we just have a wonderful celebration and very good competition for all the different sports.
Yeah, and so, Garen, you're tennis.
Yes, I'm tennis.
Tennis, yes. So, how excited are you to get started?
I'm excited.
Good, good. And then, so how long have you been playing tennis?
Since I was 8 years old.
Wow, okay, oh my gosh.
And how many years have you been at the Olympics again, Garen? The Summer Games?
This would be my 20th year.
20 years.
20 years.
Wow. What are some of the biggest memories?
The biggest memories? It makes me feel good.
Good, good.
And I want to thank all my coaches, my tennis coach, Eric Hoven, Steve Genter, and Doug Simmons for coaching me for all of these years. I really want to thank them because my first tennis coach, Eric Hoven, was worked for the Altoona School District, and he was the one that got me started. So great. I want to thank Eric Hoven, Steve Genter, and Doug Simmons for letting me have this opportunity.
Oh, that's so nice, Garen. Tell me about all of the hard work it takes to get ready for this every year.
It takes a lot of work. It's a lot of work to get ready for this.
You qualify, right?
We have to qualify and everything.
Yeah, they go to all these other competitions, regional, to be able to make it to the state Summer Games. So these are the best of the best in Blair County that'll be the contingent coming and competing with Olympic athletes all over the state.
And Garen, how about just some of the friends you've made along the way?
The friends I've made new friends. Over the years, at least 20 years, I've made new friends, and I see some old ones too. But I've met new ones and old ones.
That's awesome. So 20 years for Garen. Carson, this is your first year to qualify, I guess, so congratulations. What are you most excited about?
I'm most excited about playing golf for the first time and having fun.
Having fun.
So glad to
and
hear.
He's wearing his gold medal that earned him the right to go to the Summer Games this year.
Wow, that's great. Well, congrats, Carson. Congrats to both of you guys. Such amazing achievements. Now, Carolyn, I know you already have a lot of volunteers signed up, but you're looking for one last push.
Absolutely. Tomorrow the fun begins. We start during the course of the days with some prelim competition, all at 8 different sites. There's 8 different competitive sports. Plus there's things like Sports Fest where you can dance with the athletes. There's helping feed the athletes. It's helping moving them into the dorms. They're going to stay in Penn State dorms for the next 3 days. We have our opening ceremonies tomorrow night. So we've gotten about 1,000 volunteers, and we can't thank our wonderful friends enough. But we have that last-minute push, and right now, if you'd like, you can go online and still volunteer. We brought along this year's volunteer shirt that you earn the right to wear. A 3-hour shift doing something that you might love is easy enough to sign up for. The reason why is, of course, you can tell it with the joy that these guys are showing. But the other thing I want to point out is at the last minute you say, I've got a free time slot between Friday and Saturday. You can show up at the big tent right there by the marquee at the Bryce Jordan Center, and we'll get you signed up and out there and helping the Olympic athletes.
Great. And do you need to do like all 3 days? Can you win that?
thanks for asking, Jack.
Yeah.
No, we have people come for just 1 3-hour shift. We have people come for a day. We have groups of people come, even clubs and sports activities, even companies send some of their employee groups. And we've gotten so much great support over the years. We wouldn't be where we are without hosting this every year for 54 years without the thousands of volunteers who help us. So you can also come and be a fan in the stands, and you can watch our friend Garen here compete on his tennis court. Now, Carson will be out on the golf course. It's a little harder to watch all that, but we'll be cheering Carson in, and there was award ceremonies for everything as well. So.
Yes, yeah, super exciting stuff. Carolyn, you've been volunteering for quite a while now.
Yeah.
Why do you enjoy doing this every year?
I hear these stories, and again, I personally know these 2 great Olympic athletes, but I also know so many more that come in from across the country, and to be, or across the state, excuse me, and to be honest, we haven't had this kind of celebration since really 2019. During COVID, we had to have virtual summer games, and then we tried to regather, and it was hard for some of our Olympic athletes to come back full force. And then last year, and I have to mention it for all those who volunteered last year, at the very 11th and a half hour, we had to cancel the summer games because of that smoke, that Canadian smoke that came in.
Yeah.
None of that's happening this year. We are full force. We're excited to see everybody back, and we would love for everyone to join us.
Yes, super exciting stuff, and be sure to check out their website if you're interested in volunteering. Like she said, you can do as little as an hour. You can do as much as the entire thing.
And you get a shirt that you wear for swag afterwards. There's a QR code there you can see. If it's easier, just put your phone up to that right now. But we still are in need of volunteers. We'd love for you to come. Tomorrow night, the fun part begins again. These guys will all be parading with the thousands of others down to Medler Field, and we literally have had the torch run that came from Pittsburgh and is going to be lighting the cauldron. This guy, Carson, helped run it, and Garen did too. That's right, in Tyrone. They each picked up a part of it and helped run it. That happened a few weeks more earlier. We're holding that torch lit, and we'll be parading it into Medler Field tomorrow night to officially begin our summer games.
That's going to be great. And WTAJ is going to have plenty of coverage throughout the entire games as well. Carolyn, Carson, Garen, thank you guys so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.